Well, good Friday morning, everybody. I'm just going to share with you some of the exercises that we've been doing to tide you over till Monday. And of course, safety and is always first, safety and health issues. So um, you want to sit on your chair flat. You don't have to get out of your chair for any of these exercises. But always hold on to the bottom of the chair if we're going to lift up or anything like that. But try to keep your posture straight because that's very important with balance. Hold your core in and you'll get more out of these workouts than if you would just not hold your core in. Um, if you have any dizziness, extreme fatigue, pain, anything out of the ordinary, just stop the exercise, what you're doing, and just relax. And I'm doing the repetitions, but if you only want to do a few repetitions for whatever reason, if it feels more comfortable to you, just work up to whatever I'm doing. So there is no, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just do a few, do whatever feels comfortable for you. All right, so let's get started. First, we're going to do the warm-ups with the arms. And we're going to make some large circles with our fingers pointed. And we're going to go forward 10 times and then back 10 times. So we'll do some large circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're going to exercise our chest muscles and our arms again. So clasp your hands behind your head like that. Behind your head or your neck, whichever is more comfortable. And you're going to try and touch your elbows together. And we'll do that about 5 times. So 2, 3, 4, and remember, we're sitting up straight this whole time with our holding our core muscles in because core is very important for balance. And the stronger your core muscles, the better is your balance too. So we're going to be doing that. Okay, so now we're going to be doing where we're going to touch our heels. Well, touch our toes actually with the opposite hand and raise the opposite foot. But try to sit up straight and just don't lean over too much and just there. So we'll do 5 on each side, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's that. And we're going to do the seated W's now. And what we're going to do is slide our feet out. So just sit up on the chair and put your palms facing out. And we're going to bring our legs together first, and then we're going to spread it out like that. So it's like we're kind of stretching our arms and legs at the same time. But of course, we're having good posture all the time and holding our core in. So we're going to do about 5 of those, okay? So 1, and do them pretty slowly because, I think it works your balance muscles better. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so bring it back in again, and now we're going to do some seated marches. I'm going to do them kind of quickly, but you can also do them slower and to work on your balance. They will work on your balance better, but I'm going to do them pretty quickly just for warm up. We're going to do about 10 on each leg, but I'm going to alternate legs the whole time, okay? So we'll do 20 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold your core in. And sit up straight. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so we got that one done. Well, so we are finished with our warm-ups right now, and we're going to go on to the strengthening of the legs, okay? Now this exercise is good for balance and good for strengthening of the legs. It's just like one of the best exercises that you can do, and it's something you should be practicing probably every day, a few times, 10 times if you can do it. That's your goal. Do it 10 times each time. And sometimes I do this 3 times a day. Well, 2 or 3 times a day. And might want to give your legs a rest after doing this because you can feel them. Okay, so we're going to be doing sit to stand, but we'll be doing 3 levels of it. Okay, so first level is, I guess, hold on to the bottom of the chair. You don't ever want to let go of that if you feel more secure. And of course, if you have a chair with arms, you might want to just do that. But I'm just going to hold on to the bottom and stand up as far as you feel comfortable. But hold on to the chair and then sit down. That's the first level. Okay, and then we have a second level. When that's easy, you can move on to the second level, which is also pushing off with your hands. Put your hands in your lap and then push off. So we're going to do it pretty slowly, get the most out of it. And I think the further your feet are apart, well, not too far, but a little far, you probably get more, well, they're just slightly apart, you get more sturdiness that way. You feel more sturdy. That's the second level. And then the third level would be putting your hands on your shoulders, alternate hands, and then we're going to stand like that. So that's what you're trying to work up to do 10 of those each day. 10 of those each time. So maybe a set of 10 twice a day, 2 or 3 times a day. Okay, so whatever level you feel most comfortable at, we'll do 10 of those right now. So 1, 2, and don't do that, what I just did, plop down. It's slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good posture, tummy tucked in. We're trying to keep her looking straight ahead. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So we got that one done, and you might want to just sit and rest for just a few minutes. And anytime you need to take a rest, just pause the video and take a rest. I have my water here. Everyone should have some water beside them, so that helps too. Okay, this next exercise is with a band. With a band. Does everyone have a band like this? Okay, we're going to slip it over our feet, up past our knees, and try to put your feet slightly apart. Now, this is one of the best exercises for the side of your thigh. I'm actually going to do a whole session, another video on the different types of exercises we can do with this band on our legs, and that just works the muscles a little harder than what we would otherwise. So what we do is put the legs slightly apart, and we're going to stretch out our knees as far as we can. It's okay, but I feel it. So we're going to do 5 of those, and then but on the 5th one, we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. So 1, sitting up straight, of course. 2, tummy in, chest out. 3, 4, and 5. And we hold that for count of 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And slowly release. Now you should feel that inside of your thighs, which is also so important for balance and for fall prevention. So we've worked on the quadriceps and the side of the thighs, and I'm not sure if there's another name for that, but so we're going to be, working on these muscles, to really strengthen. And we're going to do another really good exercise. So let's go ahead and take off the band. And I didn't have my weights on, a pound of light ankle weights, okay? If you want to put them on before you do the exercises, that's okay too. I'm just putting them on now. So if you want to go ahead and put on those weights. And having a taxi does not make it any easier to get these weights on sometimes, but it's worth it. All right, so I'm going to take this jacket off because I'm getting warm, which is what we're supposed to be doing, getting warm, right? So, okay, the next exercise is going to be strengthening the quadricep muscle here. And it's also work on the knee, around muscles around your knee. And it's just, it's a good flexibility. So hold on to the bottom of the chair, and we're going to just kick 10 times each leg. And if you could, keep your foot flexed. So you'll get that much more out of it. So 1, 2, 3, 10 times each leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now the slower you do this, the more it's gonna work your muscle. And I'm doing it moderately slow, but you could go even slower if you want. So 10 on the other side, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So I guess I feel that right here. So I'm sure you feel it too. Um, this next exercise is kind of to strengthen the hamstring muscles, back of the thigh. And it's a very hard place to get to when you're seated. But we're just going to try and do a little strengthening there. So just sit straight, and put your right foot out with your heel, just touching with your heel. So I don't know if you can see me, but I'm just like this, okay? Got my toes pointing to the ceiling. And we're gonna push them, gonna drag that heel, but we're gonna kind of put pressure, flex the muscles and put pressure on it and drag it back. So we'll do 5 on each leg. And that's 1. And do that pretty slowly because to get the most out of it. 2, sitting up straight, posture good, tummy tucked in. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now we'll do the other one. So do five of those. So push down or pressure down a little as much don't do it too hard because then you won't be able to move your foot, but you'll figure out how much pressure to use to be able to still drag your foot. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So that was our exercise for the hamstrings there. And let's see. Are we? And now, see, we take off our weights. Well, actually, don't take off your weights yet. We're going to do some calf stretching or strengthening. Now, the muscles in your calves and the muscles around your ankles have a lot to do with your balance and fall prevention. So we're going to, if you can do this standing by a kitchen cupboard or holding onto a kitchen counter with 2 hands, that would probably be good. But we're going to just do the sitting, okay? Put our legs together, feet flat on the floor, and we're going to raise just our heels up. So we'll do that 10 times with one leg, with both legs, and then we'll raise the opposite leg and do 5 times with each leg, and 5 times with the other leg. But so that's what we're going to do. And we'll go back to first part, but where the legs are together, and we're going to do it together. Raise them together 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So I'll go ahead and well, I'll raise the right leg and do it the left 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll do the opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I just like to give my legs, my ankles, some little bit of a, stretch there. So before I finish with this, and then flex. Oh, that feels good. Flex your feet. You can feel it. Flex your feet. Okay. So let's go ahead and take off our weights. My other weight because one fell off. That's okay. Take off your weights, and actually, we're gonna hold the weights like this, okay? And we're gonna just punch. And so the opposite. We'll sit up straight. Even hold your hands up like that, and just sit up straight. And hold your tummy in, and we're gonna do 5 on each. Punch 5 times each side. This is gonna work our core muscles and our arms, of course. We all need arm work. So we'll do 5 on each side. Try not to move too much from your waist. Just reach with your arms. And you can move, but make it slow and controlled. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so do the other side 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we'll put those down. And now we're going to do some balance exercises that works on our core muscles to keep our balance. That's very important too. And when you're sitting a lot, you tend to lose muscle tone in this area. And we're going to try to work those muscles so it will do our balance right the way it's supposed to. Okay? So how about raising your arms, and then we're going to lean to the left 5 times, and then back to center. And then we'll do that 5 times, and then we'll go to the other side. So 1, 2, 3. Keep it slow and controlled. 4, and 5. Okay, now go to the other side 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to lower our arms, but just lean forward a little bit, not so much that you fall out of your chair, but just so we're leaning forward, and we're pointing downwards. Do that 5 times. Just using the balance in your core, and that includes the top of your thighs, I think, because I can feel it. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're done with that. And Well, good job, everybody. I think that we're pretty much done with the work, the strengthening part, and we're just going to do a few stretches and cool down exercises, and that will get you on your way. And you can, I mean, this is a good way to end any exercise session, because if you don't cool down, then your muscles will hurt or stay stiff more. But this should help keep them feeling good. First, we're gonna work on our thighs, because not our thighs, our hamstrings here. Stretch those out a bit. So if you hold on to the back of your chair, just sit up like this, and we're gonna lean forward just a little bit, and you can feel it in back of your thighs that it's stretching. And we'll do that. I'm going to do that a couple of times. And just lean forward a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the shoulder rolls. That's always good because I get tense in my neck like everyone else does, I'm sure. So it feels so good. So we're going to roll back 5 times and then forward 5 times. 3, 4, and 5, and then we'll go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That feels good. We're going to do some climbing the rope. And this is extremely good for your posture because it makes you aware of your posture. And I think that's being aware of our, of our posture, I think is like half the battle. And if we work on practicing good posture, I think our brains are going to, have that as a default way of us carrying our bodies, and that's what we want to do. So we're going to climb the rope. 1, there's the rope hanging down, okay, an imaginary rope hanging down the top from the ceiling to the top of their head, and we're just going to climb it. 3 on each arm. So 2, 2, 3, and 3. And then let's clasp our hands at the top. Big stretch to the side. Well, not too big because you want to stay in the chair. Big stretch to the other side, or medium stretch to the other side. And then back to the center. And then lower your arms. Okay, and then we're going to sit up straight in your chair. Still remembering that we're sitting straight with our tummies in, and we're going to do the back bends, back arching and bending forward, which is like the cat and the cow move in yoga. So we'll do that like 3 times, okay? So let's do that slowly. 1, 1, 2, and if it makes you too dizzy, you don't have to move your head around too much. 2. I know I have a problem with dizziness, so I am very careful to modify exercises according to what I can do. And I want you to be comfortable enough to know that you can modify whatever exercises you find on YouTube or wherever, or these exercises you can modify to fit your own needs, most of them anyways. Okay, that's 3. And that's it. So we are ready for the day or the evening or whatever. We're ready. And you guys did great. And the most important thing is that you're consistent And we can do these once a week, but unless we do them every other day, I feel like it doesn't do as much, but try and do something every day. Like me and Jody say, something every day. Maybe do these maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Do something else, whatever you find fun, because that's the point of exercise. And exercise is so important for ataxia. We've all heard that exercise is the only thing that will slow down ataxia, and working on our balance is also good for neurogenesis in our brains. So our brains know the pathways that we should do. We should work our bodies because we've unfortunately developed um, pathways that are not good, and so we are trying to teach our minds to develop new neural pathways that will help us in our constant journey to success and balance and fall prevention. So thank you very much, and look forward to seeing everybody whenever we're able to. Bye. Have a nice weekend.